Okay. I always feel so professional once the clap hits, then it's like it's go time.
Well, it's like when you get the red light is on, you know? It's like you know that you've got to put up or shut up, and you're not allowed to shut up on this because it's a podcast. So you got to keep talking no matter what.
Welcome to Regular Girls. These are the rules.
Yeah,
Just keep
these are
talking.
rules. Don't shut up. Be regular. Consider buying a fanny pack. We don't know.
God. Well, I feel like fanny packs are coming back in a big way, you guys. I'm seeing them all over Instagram, and I'm feeling like we really started a trend. You were fanny packing in the UK.
I love my fanny pack. Yeah, so I was fanny pack in the UK, and what was funny is that I loved it, and I was so pleased to have brought it. And my fanny pack's a little heavy, little weighty, because it's like bedazzled, obviously. Duh.
Right.
Anyways, I wore it out, and I thought I was such a hot shot because I had such mobility of my arms and my hands, which is the essence of having a fanny pack. And a lot of people were second guessing. I don't know if they were second guessing, but like going, oh, a fanny pack. So I'm not sure if they were pro or con the fanny pack, but I also don't care because I love my fanny pack.
They can get out of there. I'm telling you, if you're sitting here going or listening to this and going, oh, I don't need a fanny pack, just try one. Put one on and try and tell me you didn't have a good time. They're the best.
Well, okay, so I hate carrying a purse. So to not have to deal with that, and I just need my essentials. These are what goes inside of my fanny pack. Right. License, some form of payment, a lip balm, and my phone.
That's all you need.
Maybe a red lip.
Maybe a red lip. Mine's pretty much the same, plus poo bags, just because
always. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, see, I usually use my fanny pack just when I'm like actually going out, which is usually like sans the pooch. So I don't need a poop bag for that. But those are just always in my pocket anyways.
They're always in my pocket. They're always in my purse. They're always in a jacket.
They're always in my freaking laundry machine.
Always. I always pull them out of the dryer and I'm like, how did these survive?
Yeah.
Also, Brendan's getting ready.
They are durable. Hi, Brendan.
Hi, Brendan. He's just getting ready to go to work.
Oh, I tell him I saw his cool, what do you call it? The don't touch the sides of the thing. What's it called? The thing he made for TSN?
Oh, yeah. She saw the buffalo bit. Oh, nice. Oh, wait. The Raptors one or the? I
didn't see the bit. I only saw what he posted on Instagram.
Oh, yes. Brendan went to Buffalo and did a correspondence bit for Coors Light.
That sounds scary.
Yeah, well, it was funny because he was just like, oh, no, I'm a nerd. I'm going to get beaten up. But he had a good time. Right, Brendan?
Yeah.
It was really nice. Surprising.
Doesn't it make you sad that we don't tailgate in Canada? It's not really much of a thing?
Well, Brendan, does it make you sad that we don't tailgate?
No.
That was a firm no.
Honestly, when I saw the footage back, I was like, it looks fun, but it looks like a lot. It's like camping, right? In theory, you're like, I'm going to have a good time, but also probably not.
I'd be tired before the game started.
Oh, I'd be tired, and by tired I mean what soaked in white wine and like what a mess.
Drunk and slurring. Get me out of here. It would be bad. But give me a hot dog and I'll stay.
Brendan's
I'll stay for
laughing.
the hot dogs every time.
Brendan's laughing at me. He goes, wine? You don't bring wine to a tailgate.
It's a classy tailgate in Buffalo. God damn it!
Listen, I'm going to Montreal this weekend, and
what are you gonna do there?
Next week. What am I doing there?
Yeah.
Just drinking wine. That's the goal. I'm going with girlfriends. And literally the first night we get there, we were like, maybe we won't go out. We'll just get a bunch of wine and just see what happens.
Oh, lovely. You know what? Those are always the nights that turn into being the best. Like when you're you're in safe quarters. You're not worrying about what your next destination is. Yeah. You can just like sit and shoot the shit with your girlfriends. That's truly best case scenario.
Oh, it's best case scenario. I'm super happy about it. My one girlfriend, Audrey, today was like, oh, we should think about a nice like dinner that we can cook. And in my head, I was like, we're getting pizza and that's it.
Did you guys Airbnb a place or what are you doing?
We Airbnb'd.
Oh, yes.
I
love Montreal.
I love Montreal too. And also like my friend Danielle and I, we love a good hotel. We literally just want to hang out in the hotel. Like we're those people. We like it.
Yeah, I was like that when I was in Manchester because, the hotel we were in was cool. It was actually super duper old. It was from the 1900s, and it was the first. So I find cab drivers in England know everything. They're like these historical.
Really?
They're geniuses. And my driver was telling me that that the hotel is the very first signing of Rolls and Royce coming together to start Rolls Royce.
No way.
If anyone gives a shit about that, I kind of did at the point. He made it seem very important, so I was into it.
Bye, Brendan.
Bye, Brendan.
Yes, I'll flip the laundry. Jeez, every time he leaves, he gives me a task. Just go. Just go already. Just go already. My God, he's so annoying. It's beyond compare. I can't even
Beat
begin.
it.
You
Get
just,
out of here.
Do you ever just look at Johnny and you're just like, just go outside. Leave me alone.
We were out the other day. This was in public. So we were, what were we doing? Oh, this is when we went to go buy our hot tub.
Right.
So we had a couple days at home together in like more than we normally do. So that's why we were like really getting some stuff done. So we went out to go buy a hot tub. So that was the main task. But then we stopped at like Starbucks, which was like, this was later after we'd already done all of our tasks. And I, for some reason, took a really good look at him.
Right.
And he was wearing the most upsetting outfit.
I can't.
It was like full sweatpants, like baggy Target sweatpants with bleach stains all over them. A hoodie with like just, I don't even know what the stains were, if it was food, if it was coffee, but stains everywhere. And he was like sitting waiting for me to get my food. And I looked at him like, if somebody like recognized you and saw you right now, they'd probably be really disappointed.
They would.
Like, I'm like, you can't wear that. And like, somebody's going to recognize you as, do the Dean Ambrose voice, the kid Dean Ambrose voice.
Oh, that's no problem. Hey, man, you the lunatic fringe? What'd you spill on your pants, bro? Just like this little kid giving him napkins.
Yeah, I shut it down. I was like, those pants are being thrown in the garbage. You're never wearing them ever again. We'll buy you new ones. You just can't wear the stained pants that only cost you like $5 anyways. They're not worth holding on to. We got to move on.
Can you imagine
We've
like
got
the little
to move on?
Can you imagine like the little boy seeing him and being like, "Oh my God, I had no idea. The lunatic fringe, he's homeless." Just like,
yeah, I was like, you just like, I don't know, like if you see like somebody that you kind of like from TV, like out in public and they look schlubby, you're like, well, I don't know. Sometimes it can be very endearing. So maybe I was wrong, but
No.
I think
Listen,
there's a level of endearing. And then there's another one. Looks like he just walked off the construction site and like was working the midnight shift.
yeah. Here's a couple questions I have out the gate. So we've got regular sweatpants. Why were they dancing with bleach? What's
I don't
going on
know.
there? What happened
What I
there?
don't understand with this is that I don't even have, like, I don't really use bleach. I'm not sure where it came from. I think maybe we had like a shitty laundry detergent or something. I don't know.
I see. Yeah, get rid
I'm
of
not
those.
entirely sure. Yeah, it was no good. But no, here's what's getting rid of. It's the pants. They're going straight in the trash.
They
I'm going to
have
put
to
them
go.
in the garburator.
In the garburator?
Yeah, they're gone.
What is the garburator?
So I said this to somebody before. So I've used the word garburator, and it's the only term I've ever used for this. But I said this to somebody else, and in reference of the garburator at our house, and he was like, "What are you talking about?
What is a garburator?"
What is a garburator?" And I was like the kitchen sink, the disposal thing. But garburator is the true term for it. I'm telling you.
There's no way.
Because I said it. I said garburator, and he did basically exactly what you just did. And then I was like, oh my God, shit, is that not what it's called? So then I looked it up, and garburator is like the
Crazy.
term. I think that's like the name of the brand that makes it or something.
Oh my God.
I don't know. It's like saying like you're Googling something instead of searching something. I don't know.
I get it. Oh, because my mouth literally fell agape when I was like, carburetor. But I take it back. I
thought that it was a normal thing to call it, but this is not the first time I've received this reaction from calling it a garburator. So
I take it
joke's
back.
on me, joke's on you. It's a stupid word. I don't know.
Listen, I'm not going to challenge you on words. I mean, like, I know none of them.
I'm not good with words either. So here's a cool thing that I literally just got mere moments ago.
Ooh.
Less than half an hour ago. So I was scrolling through Instagram, and you know those like stupid sponsorship ad things that pop up that no one really cares about. This one, Brooklyn Decker was fronting, and I actually do like Brooklyn Decker. I think she seems really lovely.
I do too.
And she was supporting this thing called The Skim. So I downloaded it.
Oh, the emails.
Have you heard of this? Yeah. So, but it's like the Coles Notes version.
Yeah, man.
Of what? It's fantastic. I've never heard of this before.
My sister-in-law Lauren told me about the Skim, and I've been a loyal follower. This isn't even a sponsorship. It's so good.
What? Why do people not know about this? Or why don't I not know about this?
If you don't know,
everybody else know?
It gives you like basically the Coles Notes of like the news and like
stuff you need to know.
And it's really cool. And apparently the CEOs are super badass.
They seem like they are, because even just reading it, like it's a very accessible language, which is nice.
And then Lauren saw, I think, the CEO at a flywheel spin class in Chicago.
Oh my God, cool.
Yeah, and Lauren, like, what was cool about it is Lauren was like kind of freaking out because she's like, "Oh my God, it's the CEO of the Skimm," and I was like, literally, it's like,
Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
you know, but like she knew who she was. Apparently, she's like a huge deal. But the Skimm is great. I'm such a believer of it. It's
I
good.
think it is so cool. What a really great idea. And you can sync it up with your calendar and it'll tell you all sorts of different things that are happening in the world. And I think that's great because it's really hard to stay informed on everything. It's hard. Like, I think you have to really dedicate time to being informed on politics, on pop culture, on like everything, health, fitness, like who the hell can keep track of everything? I don't know, man. I got to pick a theme a week and just stick with it.
Oh my, absolutely. It literally feels like the world is on fire and it is about to implode.
Yeah, man. The world has diarrhea and
it does.
We're stuck with it.
And there's no Imodium. It's disappeared. It's in Mars. That's where Mars is. It's got a bunch of Imodium. We got to go there. But
no Imodium for us, unfortunately. God bless Imodium, though. Quick shout out to Imodium.
Quick shout out. Brendan loves Imodium so much.
I love Imodium too.
Yeah, I don't.
I used to feel very married to Imodium for a while. So when I'm going to tell the story. I was married to Imodium. That's going to be the title of my first book, Married to Imodium.
Well, that's going to be the title of this podcast, Married to Imodium.
So this is how my love of Imodium started. So when I first started doing live TV, I would always get really nervous because we would be on TV for so long.
You were.
And we'd be on TV for so long, middle of the day, which often is pooping hour.
Sure.
And you combine that with nerves, and I was always concerned that I was going to get explosive diarrhea on TV.
Of course.
So when I found out how great Imodium is, and then I didn't shit for approximately a year, so there's that. But it's so great though. What a surefire like safety net of shit.
Yeah. It'll give you your life back for sure.
Yeah. Well, I love that I'm telling this story of this, but I've had that happen. Actually, I was doing a pay-per-view panel not long ago, and there was a rumble in my tumble, and it's like,
there's also a big rumble going on down under in my butt, guys. I'm also a bit of a wrestler today. If you know what I mean.
The Royal Rumble of my butt.
The Intercontinental Champion is Renee's ass.
So anyways, Imodium is my best friend. We're in a deep, committed relationship because you never know. I mean, if you get plagued with the shits,
absolutely,
it's a fight that you're not going to win. So sorry.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And and also if you're listening to this and you're like, what? Guys, listen. You for sure had a Royal Rumble as well, and don't even come at me about it.
There's no way you haven't been like in a test and your palms start sweating and you're like worried about leaving the class or what. Oh. I also just don't really like pooping in public. I like to be alone. It's very stressful.
Well, of course, no one wants. You know who loves shitting in public is my mom. My mom loves it.
How does she have an acquired preference of shitting?
Well, first of all, my mom's insane, but literally, she loves like farting super loud in the bathroom, taking a shit.
Oh my God. My mom's a big farter too. It's quite upsetting.
My mom's like, who cares? You got to normalize it. And I'm like, just a little decorum would go such a long way here. You don't need to blow your ass in a bathroom to make women feel normal.
Well, parents at a certain point, I think, like they like to go for loudness. They don't worry about the stench or like they. At this point, they're just making sure people are still listening to them.
Can you still see me?
Oh my God.
That. So not only do we get menopause, we also have sheer vulnerability that we're invisible. So we start shitting our pants just to make sure we're still alive. Wow.
I was with my mom. Oh my God. My mom had ankle replacement surgery a couple years ago.
What?
It's a whole story. She fell. It's horrible. So she fell in the beaches. I'm laughing at the far side of this story.
Sure.
She fell outside of a Starbucks and shattered her ankle. So her ankle was like messed for years. And she went back and forth in this like whole lawsuit with them, which she finally actually just won. It was like 10 years in the making. And she came out on top. It was crazy. Anyways. So her ankle was a mess for years and years and years. It still is. Like when you see her now, like it looks like she has a Cabbage Patch doll leg. Like it's wild because the swelling like won't go down. It flares up, and you can like touch it, and you can like leave like you can do like a freaking like biometrics test in her ankle. It's sick.
No way.
But anyways, God, now I sound bad because I set up the story to give sympathy to my mom, which she deserves. But anyway, so her and I are at a Walmart, and she has a hard time walking around because her ankle's messed up. So she hops on one of the cart things, the motorized cart thing. So she had that on. And I unfortunately crop dusted the area.
Oh my God.
But she was left looking like the culprit who had crop dusted while she was wheeling through Walmart.
And she's like, it's not me.
She brings that up to people. Like she had told John that story like way too soon in our relationship for John to have heard that story.
Oh,
she
what are you
tells
gonna
it
do?
far more graphically than me. But it was really effective.
What I love about parents is they have one story that they think is the real gem.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, let's just get a Rolodex of stories, you guys. Like my mom has like
Let's work on the stories. What's your mom's story?
Oh, well, my mom used to like basically shit her pants in the grocery store and then blame all of us kids thinking it was so funny. And so they were just like, who are these dirty kids in the grocery store shitting their pants? And it was my gross mom. Yeah, no, my mom just loves like just embarrassing us to all ends. It's a real problem.
So, embarrassing stories that my mom tells all the time, or not even embarrassing, but like my mom's go-tos are telling people how I beat up this kid playing ringette one time because he punched me he punched me.
Ooh.
So we were kids. We were like 10, probably 10 to 12.
Right.
And there was like this one like boy on one of the teams, and for some reason, well, I shouldn't say for some reason, I was a pretty aggressive player, but we were like doing like the handshake at the end of the game, and he punched me. He like stalked me like pretty bad. So I was like so infuriated by this that I like ran into the change room, changed out of all my clothes, and like waited to roll his ass in the parking lot.
Whoa.
Oh yeah, he like came out and I was like, "Hey man."
No way.
Punch this kid. It was a little bit of young Renee Paquette moxie.
Wow.
But yeah, the kid deserved it, man. He came after me. But that's a story that my mom tells everybody all the time about how I was this little like gunslinger kid looking to beat people up and stuff, which was not true. But this kid instigated me and he called me out. And my mom always had like a very firm rule too when we were kids about not letting people kind of bully you and have their way with you. So, but which is funny because people aren't like that anymore. You're not allowed to be like that anymore. You can't just punch a kid that deserves it. I don't think you're allowed.
I don't think you're allowed, but
well, not that we were allowed either, but people want to call cops or like make it a bigger deal. Then it's like sometimes a kid just needs to be punched, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I remember my sister in soccer, we were on the same team and we were doing, again, the shaking hands, and this kid hauled off and punched my sister in the face. And before even reacting, my sister's face moved to the side and she just instinctively grabbed the other girl and just beat the crap.
No.
Honestly, I was like,
oh my gosh.
Yeah, I think my sister inspired the movie Atomic Blonde, but it's crazy.
That's amazing.
Oh yeah. I mean, my mom has many embarrassing stories, but like my mom's whole thing is like whenever she comes to a show, she's like, I should get 15% for all the material I've generated. It's like, okay, just sit down, Debbie.
No, yeah, you're lucky that I put you on the guest list.
Yeah, I remember my first opening though. It was like open bar, and I was like, you guys can have whatever you want. And then I still had a tab because my mom refused to drink what was free and demanded Coronas.
I actually really respect that.
Yeah, what
That's
a
great.
Nightmare.
Good for her.
Yeah, good for her, I guess. She gets one.
What's your mom's name?
Debbie.
I knew that. I was going to say Debbie, and I was like, wait, is that right?
Yeah,
Okay,
her real name, like full name is Deborah. What a handle.
Deborah.
I think it's Deborah, but my mom misheard once, and that was just it. But no, I can't.
I'm like, hold on a second here. What the? So, hey, you want to talk about our very first sponsor of this week's episode?
Yes, I was going to say, let's get into it.
Here's what we're talking about today, kids, is a fun little thing called BioClarity.
BioClarity.
Yeah, it's so cool. So BioClarity is delivered straight to you. It's an easy twice daily 3-step system that is it's natural, so no harsh chemicals. And BioClarity helps you maintain clear skin that makes you feel confident, ready to take on your day, whether it's at work or play. So their whole deal is that they use naturally derived ingredients with these amazing benefits. There's antioxidants found in green tea to clean and detoxify your skin, cooling cucumber, which is fantastic. So this soothes your skin. It has an oat and kernel that hydrates, and there's so much more involved in this. I've been using it for the last week or so in my skin. Like, there's been no redness in my skin at all. Which is great because I feel like my skin always gets very dry, and I'll get like red around like my chin and my nose sometimes. I think it's from being on planes and whatnot.
Brag.
Yeah.
All those planes.
No. Yeah, right? All those planes that I'm on all the time. And what I really like about BioClarity is that they combine the power of prescription grade, I always say this wrong, salicylic acid?
Salicylic acid.
Salicylic acid and restorative Floralux, sorry.
Yes.
But I always look for the, say it again, Stace.
Salicylic acid.
That's something that I constantly look for in anything that I wash my face with, because I feel like it always helps with any kind of breakouts or anything.
Yeah, it's really good for
it
that.
always keeps my skin in check big time, which is awesome, especially if you're like ever prone to acne. I broke out one time when I was like, toot my own horn here, but I've always had like pretty good skin. My skin's never been one for breaking out, but it did one time when I was like 24, 25, my skin broke out like crazy, and that seemed to be the only thing that would keep my skin in check. So that's a must for me.
Great.
So yeah, you can there's like the 3 easy steps. So it's cleansing. There's a rich foaming facial cleanser that gently removes dirt, oil, and environmental pollutants. Then you treat. You penetrate the pores and attacks the bacteria that causes acne, and that helps to clear up your skin. And then you restore. The Restore Gel leaves your skin feeling smooth and refreshed. And let me tell you, it most certainly does. Love this stuff. So here's what our listeners get for the very first month for only $9.95 plus free shipping. That is $20 savings.
Crazy.
And it comes with a 100% risk-free money-back guarantee. But all you guys need to do is enter our code REGULAR. So go to bioclarity.com and enter the code REGULAR. And you can finally get an acne treatment that actually works. That's what anybody wants, is clear skin. Let me tell you.
Skin, yes.
And you can sit around like I have, you've got clear skin. My skin's pretty clear. But the second that you're not in that zone,
you're in a
what
bad
a
zone.
horrible thing. It sucks.
It
sucks.
Is brutal. And also because the best thing for your skin is to leave it alone, which sucks because you want to cover it up. And then you're just in a horrible sort of,
it puts you in a bad way. And there's nothing worse too. Like, I feel like anybody, if you have like a zit on your face or any kind of mark or anything, it's all you think about. You think that it's the only thing anybody else can see on you.
1,000%.
You find like ways to like try to cover up that part of your face. Like, I'll like pretend I just talk with my hand over my entire, like I'm like the Phantom of the Opera or something.
It's true. It's such you turn into such a dweeb, and it's like, listen, you have a pimple, we all see it.
Exactly. Just embrace it, or get BioClarity and they'll take care of it for you.
Yeah, little subscription service. Get into it. Get
on
good
it.
skin.
Get hot to it, guys. Sorry, I'm trying to type something on my computer and it's beeping at me in a weird sound. I don't know if you guys heard that or not.
I didn't.
Oh, good. Well, I guess it was just in my head then. So, okay, next topic here.
Please.
Louis C.K., friendo.
Yeah, I know. That came out.
We're going there.
We're going there. We have to go
gotta
there. We have
because
to
I know,
go there.
We're both big Louis C.K. fans, but I know you really love Louis C.K.
Not anymore. So the news came out obviously that Louis C.K. is a predator, and
but I don't think it's that he's a predator. Like, I don't think he didn't do anything.
He exposed himself to women and then proceeded to pleasure himself in front of them.
Yeah.
And which is a disgusting way to describe it, but that's what I did.
It's horrifying. It's absolutely disgusting.
Did you hear about his statement where he said, they're all true. I did it all.
I know. Yeah.
And I was like, gross.
Yeah.
Gross.
It's too bad. It's a shitty thing, obviously. But and like the way that he talks about the power that he could kind of get away with it and have people that admired him and regarded him as a comedian and whatnot, and using that power to lure women into his room. Or there were the 2 female comics that were working with him earlier, and he just like wanted to like whip out his penis in front of them.
Yep.
I guess like, what did he say that he always asked everybody? But I actually there's I don't know, it's a weird thing to talk about, but he said like even for him to say, okay, I never did it without asking them ahead of time, but then
he's gross.
It's disgusting, but then it's like
horrible.
Saying like that he understands that he puts them in, a bit of a precarious position because they're trying to work, or it's an awkward situation for anybody to be in. If someone's like, hey, can I whip out my penis? You're like, I mean, preferably no.
Absolutely
it's just
not.
like,
but there was
it's just bizarre.
There was, okay, I'm going to.
Disappointing.
Who was that comic that came forward? Jen. I
left my
horrible.
phone downstairs,
Jen,
which is dumb, because I'm probably going to need it at some point.
Oh my God. I followed her. Okay, Jen Kirkman. Jen Kirkman.
Oh, Jen Kirkman, yeah.
She came forward originally with a few accusations of Louis C.K. and then was sort of like...
Was this a while ago?
A long time ago. But there was always kind of, in recent years, rumblings of Louis C.K.'s wrongdoings. And Jen Kirkman had... I think on her own podcast alluded to the creep in her. She told this very infamous story. I could be botching this, so I apologize, but had sort of explained a situation and alluded that it was Louis C.K. And then that was quickly like shushed, or she felt she had to take it back or deny. Right. But now it's come out and he's like, it's all true. And it's just like, it's just so troubling. It's terrible.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it. It's very troubling.
It's troubling. And it's like, I'm so glad people are coming out and that these men are being held accountable. And it's like, but it was like his movie that was coming out was also about like a young girl dating an older, and I was just like,
and not only that, but I think the character in the movie apparently wants to jerk off in front of women, which is nuts. Like the character is such a parallel of who he is, I guess like when these accusations first came out and he wasn't talking to anybody, canceled the premiere of his movie, canceled going on the Tonight Show, and it's like red flag. Obviously some horrible stuff's gone down, which is, I mean, I didn't know that from watching the trailer, but I just saw the trailer for I Love You Daddy not long ago. I was like, oh, that looks like a great movie. It looks very, whatchamacallit. It seemed like a cool movie to check out. But anyways, that was part of the thing, is a lot of the characters in it are shades of who he is. But which is just going to draw like such a bigger light onto who he is. Like, does he even release the movie now? I don't know.
But also like, why, like, did you want to get caught? Like, I'm glad you did. I'm glad you were pushed to admit it, but it's like, is that part of it too? Is it a power thing?
Isn't
like,
that twisted?
It's twisted
to just see how far you can push it. It's like that life imitating art, but it's like
you're
asking for it.
Yeah, but like you're that confident and like, or like lackadaisical about the position you put these women in. And it's also super disheartening for the industry too. Like,
sure.
Like I have, I mean, we've talked about this in the previous podcast where we've found ourselves in like,
isn't it crazy that something keeps coming up that we have to keep talking about it all the time?
And
it's insane.
We were talking about after the podcast where like all of a sudden I started remembering or like recalling past circumstances in which I just sort of like didn't, for lack of a better word that I can only think of, like didn't have like the self-worth or to acknowledge that was inappropriate of the behaviors. I don't know if that's the way to describe it, but I just was like, oh, that's just part of the business. I'll just put my head down and keep working. And now all of a sudden I'm like,
I think that's
a
big part of it. I think that's a huge part of it, is I think so many people walk into, I mean, obviously this is happening largely in entertainment. I know it happened in so many different fields. I think there's just a bigger light being shone on with entertainment. Of course. And we can speak to that a little more fluently just from where we come from. But I think it's so nuts that it's such an industry standard that these things happen and you just have to be okay with it, or that if you do have a problem with it, you're going to be painted as this prude or this bitch or somebody people can't trust to work with.
Terrible.
And it's like, well, that's not what it's about. So why should I or anybody have to drop their own guard to let somebody else do the effed up shit that they want to do.
Yeah.
And then you're the asshole if you're all of a sudden not okay with it. And that's kind of what the standard has always been, more or less.
Totally. And like this whole Louis CK thing is crazy. Is I was like a massive fan of his. I loved him to bits. And also when this came out horribly, I was like, oh my God, I said I want to have sex with him. I was like, no, I take it back. Fervently, I take it back.
He's off your card now. He's off the list.
He's off
Sorry,
the list.
bud. You're done.
But it was
you're
like
back to just being a
gross,
regular gross civilian.
Oh, but like he has daughters, and it's like them.
I always find that so horrible to like imagine like hearing something like that about like your dad or like a family member. It's like, God, like you really, not only have you ruined the lives of the women that were the victims in these situations, but like you ruin your child's view of you as a man.
Oh my God,
that's
absolutely.
something that like you never get that back. You're gonna ruin the relationship you have with your friends and your family. And like, how do you bounce back from that? I don't know like what you do.
I don't get it. And I was listening to the news kind of talking about it, and there was like one woman speaking, and she was just like saying how, it seems like he's planning for his return. Like he just was like, they're absolutely right. I mean, I was wrong. This is terrible.
The way this statement's written, it's very like, I'm going to take some time and reflect on me and whatever. It's like,
but are you planning, like someone was saying he has like the highest paid publicist on his hands right now, making sure that his words are very like,
right.
Really whatever.
It's not in that yellow paint or whatever.
Yeah, well received. And that's almost like it you can see that the writing's on the wall that he's planning a comeback in a few years to like kind of come back into the fold. And it's like, that's so gross and terrible.
It's just such a business move. Everything is always such a business move. I always find stuff like that like just leaves such a bad taste in your mouth. It's like, totally. I get that you have a career and you've got, your career is dependent on your public image, but also like, when did we lose this human element of just being a person,
Absolutely. And it's just so disheartening that like that this industry, and again, I know there's so many industries that are dealing with this constantly, but it's like, I'm so disheartened by the whole industry as well. It's so skeezy and gross, and you feel like a product and not a human being, and you can be treated in that way and expected to be treated that way. It's just so terrible.
It is really terrible. And like and I don't even know if this was always necessarily by design, but I've always worked a lot with, I've always worked in a very male dominated industry. Right. But as far as like partnerships that I've been able to do on my own, whether it's with my agent or friendships or doing a show with you, it's like, I like working with women. Yeah. I like being able to have those relationships, and it's like you're in trusting hands more so. At least you hope. You hope so. That you are. I don't know.
It's just like, it's so gross. And I just think about like the women that were affected by Louis CK, certainly. And it's like there's some of them were like comedians. They did a show together, and then they went up to his hotel room, and then he like whips out his penis. And then it's like, then what?
Also, here's a hot tip. No one just wants to see a dick.
No. That's a solid regular girl's hot tip. No one wants to see your dick.
No one's interested in your dick. Get it out of here.
The sheer confidence that like, you want to see my dick. Like, never.
Not even a little bit. Like, not even for comedic purposes. We don't want to see your dick. Get it out of here.
Can you imagine a female CEO calling in her male coworkers and whipping out her boob and being like, I thought you'd want to see it. And it's like, it's noon. Get it out of here.
No, like a boob's even one thing, but if we're really doing comparisons here, it's like, you imagine just whipping out your vagine and going, well, here it is. What do you think? Like the confidence, the way that women feel about like even showing anybody their vagina, you feel so apprehensive it's such a vulnerable spot to be in. But a man's just willing to whip out his dick and go, hey, what do you think of this? Where women are like, what? Oh my God, don't even look directly at my vagina.
Oh my God. If I could put a turtleneck on my vagina, I absolutely would. Are you kidding me?
I get it. One of those little dickies.
Yeah. A true dickie. Yeah.
A mock neck.
A mock neck. Just a subtle mock neck. I would put it on my vagine in 3 seconds.
Oh my God. I'm going to get my vagina a fucking Christmas vest.
A bedazzled Christmas vest. Ho, ho, ho. Ain't no one want to see your dick. But it's just like the sheer audacity of these men is just crazy to me. And it's just
nuts.
like, and like
They're really on their high horses.
Yeah, and Kevin Spacey being like, oh yeah, maybe I canoodled with maybe I was a predator to a 14-year-old boy, but anyways, I'm gay now, guys.
I'm also gay.
coming out.
Distract,
it's
distract.
Get out of here. But when
I'm so glad that everyone called him out on that the way that they did. Because like when I read the statement of what had gone down, and people are like, okay, no one cares that you're a gay man. Go live, be gay, fine. No one cares.
We care that you're a predator.
Yeah, that's the real issue here. Get it together.
It's so crazy, and it's like, and I'm just glad that we are starting to hold them accountable. And it's like, but what I'm, what I want to advocate moving forward, especially, is that we continue to hold them accountable. That HBO doesn't secretly pick up Louis C.K. 4 years from now and gives him a deal. That Netflix really does keep his projects buried. That
Netflix is like cut and dry on this, which is great. Netflix is not messing around. I respect that a shit ton. It's great. There's like, House of Cards is like, it's got to be one of the most popular shows. They're like, well, we're done here now. Yeah. Sorry, Kevin Spacey. See you later.
Yeah, bye.
Also, bye forever.
Bye. Yeah.
And then same with Louis C.K. It's like, cancel. Your stuff's all done, which is great. You guys shouldn't be able to sit around and make money off of the people that you've had to step on to get there and make them feel bad and make you feel more powerful. And now you reap what you sow.
Oh, it's just tragic. It's sad all the way around.
It really is. But anyways, I feel like we turned it around with the Christmas vest and Dickies on the Vision.
I would love a vagina holiday sweater, and you heard it here first.
Maybe that's what we do for our 1 year anniversary.
Our 1 year.
Hey, regular girls, guess what we got you? A vagina sweater.
Do you find in the dead of winter that your vagine gets a little chilly?
Like shorts, but your vagina doesn't? Well, guess what?
Does your vagina wish it was winter all year round?
Oh, God, that's sick. I don't feel bad for any of this. Anyways, you want to do our next sponsor?
Yes, I'd love to. Speaking of loving yourself, everyone.
Yeah. All right, so we've got our next sponsor here, which they're always good to us, right?
They are always so wonderful. HelloFresh, people, you know the drill.
Hey, guys, HelloFresh. So here's what we love about HelloFresh. They're so freaking convenient. So you can choose your delivery day for when it works best for you and your busy schedule.
Yes.
Pause your account for weeks at a time when you're out of town, which let me tell you about that. Toot my horn. I love that stuff.
Toot toot.
I mean, toot toot. All of the ingredients come pre-measured and handy labeled meal kits so that you know which ingredients go with which recipe.
Yes.
And they're delivered right to your door in recyclable insulated packaging. Talk to me. It's so good.
It's so great. If you're new to the pod and you're like, what is HelloFresh? HelloFresh is a meal kit delivery service that shops, plans, and delivers your favorite step-by-step recipes and pre-measured ingredients, like Renee said. Also, there is incredible selection and flexibility with HelloFresh. It offers a wide variety of chef-curated recipes that change weekly, so you keep spicy in the kitchen. There's 3 plans to choose from: Classic, Veggie, which is Renee and I's jam, and Family. Classic has a variety of meats. Veggie has vegetarian recipes with plant-based proteins, grains, and seasonal produce. And Family is quick and easy meals with all of the yum-worthy flavors that the whole family will love, which is really true.
Oh my gosh, of course. Yeah, every time I bust one of those out or the whole box comes to the house, it's like a little celebration at home. I really love their packaging too. I'm a big sucker for good packaging.
Me too.
Their packaging is great, and I also love the individual sizes based on the meal so that you're not left with all this excess. Like there's like the cute little olive oil bottles and like the little salt and pepper thing. It's great.
I do feel like I'm at a fancy hotel in my kitchen, all the little tiny
It is
things.
just like that. Yeah, like when you can find like the little Tabasco sauces, I feel like every time I see those, I have to take them. So you guys can feel confident when cooking HelloFresh with the simple with the simple recipes outlined. They're pictured step-by-step instruction cards. Which
is great.
It's so simple and easy to do, but also the outcome of it makes you feel like you really accomplished like a really great chef meal.
And you can accomplish the picture. And you're listening to two fools talk
about we were just talking about dumb things that I won't say because we're talking to our sponsor right now, but we'll pick it up. We'll pick it up on the other side.
We will. But I mean, like, we love to cook, and it's like, it's so nice. But like, you know, we love cookbooks and stuff. And I really like when I finish my meal and it looks like the picture. I'm like, I did
Yeah.
it. And you can with
Instagram
HelloFresh.
worthy.
It is.
all Instagram worthy.
Yeah.
You get to try things that you've never been able to cook on your own. I got before when we talked about, I did the grilling cheese, which I had never had.
So yum.
Which it was great. Yeah, it's fun to be able to try different things and step out of your comfort zone a little bit.
And there's a holiday menu, and what was it? Butternut squash.
Yeah, they did the butternut squash and sage risotto with parmesan and pepitas.
Delish. And it's
so
great.
good. And there's also another one that I was into because I'll do seafood every now and then. Is the pan-seared scallops with heirloom tomatoes, mashed potatoes, and Mayer lemon.
Get out of here!
Fantastic.
It's so good, and it changes all the time, and it changes per season, so it's really, really nice.
Oh, totally. That's like the best thing is like being able to switch things around per season. For the holidays, like they call it on the fly, which is fantastic. So all you guys have to do is go to HelloFresh.com and use our code regular30.
Yes,
that's the plan. Get in there and make this happen. Get some HelloFresh up in your life.
Yeah, for $30 off for your first week of HelloFresh, visit HelloFresh.com and enter regular30, which is 30.
30, guys.
Use it up, have fun, and let us know how you like it.
Cook your family a meal or just cook yourself a meal, whatever you want. You can, and that's nice. You can customize it. Are you solo? Got you. Got a family coming over? Got you. Wouldn't it be great just use HelloFresh for like your entire Thanksgiving meal?
I mean,
that'd be innovative.
It would be, and it would be stress-free, and then you could just focus on your cocktails because you run amok.
So let me tell you, I think I found what my holiday cocktail is going to be.
Lay it on me.
Okay, so in Manchester, I'm still on my Manchester kick, guys. So sorry, I haven't done anything notable since Manchester, so I'm still talking about it.
As you should.
One of my girlfriends, she kept ordering gin and tonics. And gin and tonic is one of the first drinks that I used to love.
I'm in.
So, and it's so simple. What a simple drink.
Yes.
So, and they're served there. I don't know if I haven't ordered a gin and tonic. I couldn't tell you the last time I've actually gone. I've made one at home, but I've not ordered one in like a restaurant or anything.
I have been treating myself. I'll start with a gin and tonic, and then I'll go to a gin and soda. Let me tell you what a treat. What a treat.
What is I mean, obviously I know the difference between soda and tonic, obviously, but
but what is it again?
But when you but if you could tell me exactly palately what that's like.
It's just sugar. It's more sugary. Yeah, it's like a pop.
But because gin is such a potent flavor,
Love it.
I'm talking to you with a claw finger. I'm not sure why. Nobody else can see it. Stacey can see it. It's a little threatening.
I'm into it.
But does the soda go as well with the gin? Is really my roundabout question.
Here's my question. So the tonic is really good because it's nice and sweet. But what I will do is I will do a gin and tonic and then or a gin and soda, and I just get an extra lime. So I just squeeze both the limes in there, and you're cutting it, and it's delish. You taste no difference.
And here's a simple, beautiful thing about a gin and tonic. So when my friend was ordering them, and when you order it, does it come in a fairly large glass, or is that
I think your friend was hitting the doubles. Was she doing a double?
Everywhere we went, they were in like big kind of goblet glasses, tons of ice, the gin and tonic. But anyways, moving along from that is just the oh God, I can't think of the name of the stuff you put in your drink. The little
simple syrup, the bitters.
No. It's not an ingredient. But she would just take the rosemary through a lemon and toss that in there. What do you call it? The garnish? Garnish. The garnish is the word I was looking for. I found the word garnish.
Yeah.
Garnish. A whole sprig of rosemary through the lemon. So it just looked beautiful. It was very aromatic.
Perfect.
But I feel like if you did that and just threw some frozen cranberries in there, it's not really going to affect the flavor very much, but it's going to look stunning and it's going to get you a good buzz.
I love that as a huge lover of gin right now. That's my drink. I'm into that bev and I like it a lot. And I will say my friend or my director from my comedy show, he's a big like cocktail person, and as a closing gift, he got me really fancy tonic.
Oh,
and
really? What is fancy tonic? Tell me about it.
It's brown, which is like it's a syrup, so you just add a little bit of syrup to it, so it's not like a liquid pop or anything, and it's like really delicious, and it's like tangy and like a little sour but a little sweet, and it's just like a little thing that cuts the gin. It's delicious.
Wow. That sounds amazing.
It's really nice.
I think I might be getting ready to dabble back into the gin party.
Get into the gin.
So I love gin. Tonic is what gets me though. Like I love them together, but you can only have one. Because a hangover from gin and tonic is gnarly. Like tonic will get you.
It'll get you, and also, yeah. I mean, with gin and soda, no hangover. I will tell you.
Gin and soda. Maybe I gotta try that. Maybe I'll try one tonight. Yeah, see where it gets me.
Do more lime, and you can always cut it with a little simple syrup if you make a little simple syrup.
What's a good gin to get?
I have the Hendrix gin. I got that as a closing party gift.
I was hearing recently about from the same friend. She's really provided me a lot of insight the last couple days. That she has like a plum gin.
Yeah, I don't know about plum gin, but I know a friend of ours had a cherry gin. Like I think gin's coming back in a big way right now.
Okay, I'm really into it. I think I'm going to start doing, especially just like, I know this is stupid, but really the sprig of rosemary just tossed in there. It looks so
pretty,
holiday-y. It's so pretty. I love it. So yeah, that's gonna be my new move. That's the woman that I am now, and too bad.
When you're dressed up and you go to the bar and you go, "Can I get a gin and soda, 2 limes?" You just sound like a woman who knows what's up.
You know what you're doing. You're in control of the whole freaking situation.
Although I will tell you, I usually don't do doubles. My friend Danielle does doubles. She came to my show. We were celebrating afterwards, and she was ordering constant doubles. I just thought they were putting it in a tall glass. Let me tell you, I forgot how to walk.
Yeah. I don't mess with doubles. I don't play that double game. Homie, don't play that.
No, and I played it, and then I woke up, and I felt nauseous, and I was like, I have food. And I go, I have food poisoning. And Brendan goes, you're drunk.
I was saying that to somebody the other day. We were talking about people that were like shitty, hungover, and like feeling terrible for the actions that they've done the night before, and feeling very remorseful about the things they've done. And it just made me laugh of how many times I've gone, I must have ate something bad.
You can't even comprehend the fact.
Fucking liar.
The debauchery you've gone through, and you're just like, it must have been that weird sandwich.
I do it all the time as if it's like bridging the gap between me and those people of like, I'm still normal.
Yeah, totally.
I'm the victim. I'm going to be sick all day if anyone needs me. I'm not a total loser.
I guess I must have caught the cough, the cold that's going around. I'm feeling pretty tired today.
Somebody around me had a fever the other day. I must have that same thing.
I should draw a bath or something. You're so hungover.
Can you get me some broth? I'll also have a sleeve of saltines. Thank you so much. Me and my saltines, they stand strong with me.
I
We're
love
going
it
down together. It just made me laugh, like using that excuse so often. I'm sick. I don't know what happened. I did that in Denver. I got a little bit of a. I had like 2. Okay, I had more than 2 beers, but it was draft beers. But it was
those
in
will
Denver.
get you. The draft.
But in the
draft.
altitude with Denver, I leaned on the altitude pretty heavily the next day.
It's altitude sickness. It's terrible. I was teaching a class, and I teach with adults, and but it was a Sunday night, and here in Canada they shut down the booze store at 6 o'clock.
That is the saddest thing in the world for me when I come home. I hate it. It's very inconvenient.
It's a nightmare, and I was going to a little reunion, a get together with friends, and I knew it was going to be a boozy night, and I was stuck teaching all day, and I couldn't get booze, and I was getting like the itch. I was like, how am I going to get booze?
Oh yeah, what do I do? How am I going to function?
Then one of my students told me, he goes, I work at this brewery that's open till 11. That's just down the street, and like he was like, he looked at me like I was so desperate for like booze. I was like, I don't have a problem. I'm just getting together with friends and I can't remember it. I don't want to remember
it. I
don't
want to show up empty-handed because I can't live my life like
you
that.
Can't show up empty-handed. What if you need just...
No.
No.
You'd look quite the fool. No can do.
And when I went and got the beers, I felt weird about it because it was late at night and she put them in a gift bag. How nice.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I didn't feel
really
so bad.
Nice.
I didn't feel so bad.
Oh, I like a good gift bag.
Yeah.
I was just right before I hopped on here with you, I was trying to order 3 new books. Which now, because I left my phone downstairs when I just ran down there like a dummy, I'm not going to be able to tell you what they are. 1 second. Turtles.
I need to get into
turtles
some
all
books.
the way down.
I love having a new book.
These books. Having a new book makes me happy. And sorry, the only reason why it made me think of that when you said gift wrapping is when you check out at Amazon.
You can
books
gift
are
wrap
lovely.
it.
When you check out at Amazon, it gives you the option to have everything gift wrapped. It's great.
I once My mother-in-law
Oh,
got
sorry.
me a copper kettle, like for a gift.
Whoa.
Which are awesome for tea and stuff. But anyway, she got it gift wrapped and it came in this like, I didn't know who got it for me, and just a blue velvet bag showed up at my door with like a huge like yellow ribbon, like a huge blue bag, velvet. And I was like, oh my God.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Well, and what was in it?
This like,
the kettle.
Yeah. It's like a vintage copper kettle.
Man.
Yeah,
That sounds great.
Yeah, I felt like a real queen, a real Dr. Quinn gift, and I was into it.
Really getting my medicine woman on.
When I pour the hot water from the copper kettle into a heating pad,
Everyone will be healed.
everyone
Heal them
will
all.
be.
Heal them all. So the books that I'm getting are Turtles All the Way Down. Did you ever read The Fault in Their Stars?
No, is it good?
Oh, baby. Did you watch it? Okay, so
Okay.
the movie, if you just want to watch a movie, it is written under adult or young adult fiction. I don't care. But this is supposed to be kind of in that same vein. It's supposed to be just heart-wrenching. I really love a good heart-wrench. And then the other one is, gosh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull it up now. Eleanor or Eloise, something. It's one of those books that Reese Witherspoon bought the rights to, so she's going to turn it into this whole new movie deal.
Really?
So I've got that one, and then Kristen Ritter, she just wrote a book.
She did.
She did. It's called oh God, I'm so stupid, guys. One sec, let me type it. Kristen Ritter. Oh, Bonfire. And it's supposed to be in the vein of like Gone Girl. It's supposed to be like a real ultimate thriller. It's supposed to be really great. Yeah.
Great. I got to get into some books, so maybe I'll check out some of those. And I'm wondering, like, do I get the Kindle or do I just get the full book?
Get the full book.
Yeah, right? You got to get the full book.
Kindles, no thanks. I mean, I get it. It's convenient. But it makes me sad to imagine like books being extinct or like libraries being extinct. What a sad thing.
You can get digital books from the library.
Yeah, isn't that nuts? That is really crazy. I like that though.
Yeah, it's kind of great. But I mean, yeah, I got to start reading more. I was in a real tear. I find it hard to get into fiction. I like a book of essays about the thing that people went through. But I've been reading a lot of duds lately, and I can't. I'm over it. I need to spice it up.
I just picked up a book called Loner, so I'm going to flip through that right now. And then I just finished Sputnik Sweetheart that I was talking about the last episode that Haru Kamim, I'm going to say his name wrong, but loved his book. That was really great. And then I was reading The Bluest Eye by Toni Morrison, which is an older book. But I actually haven't finished that, so I've got to go. I got to go finish that book right now.
Oh.
Right this moment.
Well, before we do that,
getting a new book.
Well,
it's great for you.
Someone was telling me that they got a book from a friend for Christmas, and I really thought giving someone a book is just so romantic.
Oh, I do too. Because you know what's really great about a book? And I used to love this. I used to love going to used bookstores and finding notes that people wrote for people in the front page. I love that stuff. It is it's very romantic. It's really like a thing. Like if you don't know what to get someone, who's mad to get a book?
No one.
Books are great. I love them.
My our friend just had a baby, and we were just my friend Audrey and I were just with her today, and Audrey like we put a little care package together, and she included a little book, and it said like, "Dear Isabel, like may you always have a book you cherish." How beautiful!
So nice. I mean, I love that.
She wrote both of our names, but I was like, and then she opened it, and then our friend read it, the thing in the middle, and I went, "Oh my God, that's beautiful!" Like
my heart,
not a part of that at all, but
it's a great baby gift. I sent that to Bree and Brian for their daughter Birdie. I sent them the Peter Rabbit books, which are always such a great thing to have. Every kid should read Peter Rabbit. They're
Absolutely.
So awesome. But anyway, so from books on to amazing cards.
Amazing cards. Our
here.
Third sponsor of the app, which we're so happy to have, Love Pop.
Yes, and they're more than cards. They're unforgettable gifts that you can send in an envelope.
They really are.
They're intricate 3D laser cut paper cards, and they're designed by naval engineers in Boston on cutting edge software. Then they're handcrafted and assembled in the Asian art form of slice form kirigami.
Ooh.
Sounds pretty great. And then they've been featured on The View, Good Morning America, Forbes 2020, The Talk, CNN. And
they were on Shark Tank.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, again, they're more than cards. It's unforgettable gifts. You can send them in an envelope, and each one's laser cut, hand assembled. And yeah, you can send them out, and they've got really cute ones for the holidays. which is fantastic.
Yes.
So that's what I did. I sent some out for the holidays because they have Thanksgiving ones. I've never sent anybody a Thanksgiving card. So I did the Thanksgiving 5-pack. There's a turkey dinner pop-up card, the Pilgrim Bear pop-up. There's the Mayflower ship, the Thanksgiving cornucopia. Cornucopia, am I saying that right?
It's the cornucopia.
Yeah, but they're so sweet though. I
They're
mean,
cool
it's
as
nice
all
to
hell.
give people a card. They are. And you know what's cool too about them is like, you know, when you're decorating your table for Thanksgiving or for Christmas or whatever, any holiday that you're celebrating, it's nice to be able to have these and you can put them out on display as part of your decor.
And also, I was just saying this to Audrey today, my lovely friend, but it was just like literally giving someone a card is just like the smallest gesture
Love
you can.
cards.
Yeah. Who doesn't love a nice, lovely card? Like truly.
I am a huge, I'm a big buyer of cards.
Me too.
I love giving them out to people. I love receiving them. I have so many cards, like almost borderline hoarder style in
Me
like
too.
so many different nooks and crannies of our house of cards that I've given to John, one he's given to me, from our family, from whoever. They're such a great thing.
We frame our cards all over the house. So it's
I
like,
love that.
Yeah, we frame them and keep them. Like from our wedding, we have all of them. But like Love Pop is like pretty cool. The stuff is like, these are pretty decadent cards that are pretty awesome.
Yeah, like I got them home and was like getting them ready to hand out for Thanksgiving and everything, and like just opening them up and seeing the intricacy that goes into them. Like
they're crazy.
It's just like a lot of work too. It's one thing to get a card and read a funny punchline or whatever, but to like have like an actual little piece of like 3D art is
awesome.
Fantastic. Yeah, it's really cool.
We hope Love Pop can help you share the joy of the holiday season with your friends and family this year.
We sure do.
We do.
So
what?
Oh.
Carry on.
So unlock the special pricing for 5 or more cards, and you guys get free shipping on any order by going to lovepop.com/regular. lovepop.com/regular. So you guys can get in there and get you some cards.
Yeah, and again, we say this because we mean it. Let us know what cards you choose and
please,
what they look like. Tag us in
I
them.
would love to see that.
Yeah.
Tag us. Let us know what you guys got.
Heck yes.
So yeah, thanks, Love Pop. We appreciate it. It's always nice to have a little gift to give to people, you know?
It is, and we're going into the Thanksgiving holiday season.
Yeah. And it's crazy too because I'm not going to be home for the holidays. That's why I wanted to like get a little something to give to our friends and family, because we're not going to be around for it at all. So yeah, kind of nice to give them a little something in lieu of our adorable personalities.
And you know what your parents and grandparents and aunts and uncles just want is a card.
Yes.
Here's what you put into it.
The simplicity of a card.
We love you. I know I'm garbage. You work so hard. You deserve a day off.
Yep.
We love you. Goodbye. And let me tell you, all's forgiven.
Yes. Oh my God. Without question. My grandmother, she used to keep tabs on which grandchild would call her and like send her stuff.
Yes.
So there is a ranking system amongst your grandparents, whether you believe it or not.
Oh,
There is.
absolutely. I would just write my nanny letters.
Yeah.
I know.
Oh, nannies are the best.
Nannies are just really the best. But
They really are.
Yeah, get somebody a card. Do something nice for somebody. We need a little niceness in the world. We say this once, we'll say it twice, we'll say it forever. There's too many
say it
goddamn
thrice.
pervs out there. Just be nice.
Be nice and cherish your family and your loved ones. All you got to do is, have clear skin from BioClarity. They'll love you for that.
Fill your
cook them a
stomach
nice meal from HelloFresh, and then send everybody a nice card from Love Pop.
Yes.
Easily done here by your gals at Regular Girls.
Yeah, or buy yourself your own goddamn card and write your vision board quests. Manifest it. I manifested a lot this year, and I'm really focused on my next year plan.
Great. Do you want to share it with us, or
I manifested. Yeah, I'm manifesting a lot of like change, which I also don't enjoy in my life because change is terrifying. But I've been like, I want to get out there. I want to do more. I want to blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, wow, it's like actually the universe is like, okay, here you go.
It is. You know what's really crazy is I used to feel like I was better at manifesting things. And I don't know if I just had more time to do it or more focus to do it. But I've recently kind of stepped back into that manifesting groove as well, trying to make stuff happen, because it really is crazy when you put yourself in the right positions and put yourself in the spots that you want to be. It's pretty cool, the magic that can happen.
Because how many times do people go like, oh, I'd like to say what I want, or I'd love to say my dream job, but I don't want to jinx it. And you're like, just say it. Just put it out into the world.
I used to feel like that all the time with auditions, and I wouldn't want to tell anybody what it was because I thought I was going to shoot myself in the foot and it wasn't
Sure.
going to happen and whatever. Then it's like, no, because when you get this cool opportunity, that's already a step in the right direction to have been acknowledged in whichever thing,
Sure.
even if you're just going, again, we keep going to entertainment stuff. And I know maybe it's boring for you guys, but when you like go for an audition, it's kind of like nice to be like, hey, I'm going to audition for this one really cool thing. And it makes it more real. It actually makes it carry more weight, and it makes it this real not fabricated, that's not the right word, but a real thing.
But
so do it.
But I think it's freeing. It's like when you want to take like a risk in your job or you want to change your job, you can only change once you vocalize what you don't enjoy about it. Not to say that you sit in the negative, but if you're like, oh, I don't
my
like
God.
that my job is so limiting. And it's like once you vocalize, whether it's your job or your relationship or your whatever, then you can break the pattern. But you have to
Totally.
admit the pattern at the very
Yeah,
least.
certainly. Oh
my God.
Well, manifest it, guys.
Manifest.
Manifest it.
We should do a whole ep on that.
Oh, we should.
We
I
should
would love to
vision
do a bit.
board.
Yeah.
We got
Okay.
a vision board. Maybe we'll do that for the year. Maybe we'll muse.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Should that be like our New Year's episode?
Maybe that's our New Year's episode is like us creating our vision boards for
Isn't that crazy
2018.
that that's not even going to be that far away?
It's bananas. It snowed here.
What?
Yeah, dude. I was walking
Wow.
this morning and I was like, well, it can't get any colder than this. And I'm wearing like
Sure
Donnie
did.
Wahlberg jeans because all my jeans are ripped and torn. So after the recording of this pod, I got to go buy jeans. That's where I'm
you-
at.
Go get some jeans, Genie.
Jean Genie.
Slip them on your legs. Oh my God. I went to the dog park yesterday dressed in like the ugliest, like boyfriend cut jeans, like trucker boots, a
Oh
full
my God.
toque with my hair tucked in it. Actually, the hat I'm wearing right now, nobody else can see it, but Stacey can. But my
It's
hair
nice.
was in it.
Oh, ew, ew. And someone was like, hey, man, are you Renee Young? Are you in the lunatic fringe full homeless? You're like, get out of
I
here.
had just come from doing hot yoga and it was cold out, so I had to bundle and I didn't want to shower before I went because that seemed counterproductive.
It's counterproductive. The dog park is just nasty.
Yeah, I stepped in dog shit the other day. It was
Ew,
sucked.
Renee.
It was my own dog's shit too, which was even worse. I don't know if that's better or worse. It actually puked on my shoe too. What a disaster that was.
I love that we started talking about human shit. We've now ended the pod on dog shit. I mean, this is what
Full
you're
circle.
getting, and we're glad that you're here.
I don't want to call it art, but we're making art here, guys.
We are making art. This is content. Tell
This is
people.
real content.
Tell festivals and places. We will go to those places
Please.
and talk about Imodium.
We're there. Just book us a ticket.
Can you
and we'll do
imagine
it.
you and I all dressed up, all looking great, just being like, so I blew my ass out
I
like
love
at
it.
South by Southwest, and they're like regular girls.
They think that's all we talk about is pooping because of our name.
Yeah,
Oh,
totally.
that's so bad.
So bad.
Jeez. But maybe it's something that we should consider at some point.
Yeah, you
It's
heard
like
it
our
here
fallback
first.
plan.
Yeah, 2018.
The
It's a
regular-
whole new pod. It's about gut health.
Oh God. Yeah. Jeez. I'm not willing to throw it out the window just yet.
Well, that's fine.
Not at all.
All right, guys. Well, I think we did
Yeah.
it. How are you feeling
We're
about
done.
it? I feel good. It was a
Good.
good app. It's a
I feel
app.
good. Somebody rang my doorbell a while ago. Again, why did both episodes back to back have ended with somebody ringing the doorbell? But then I didn't go to answer it, so it was probably UPS again.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Ugh. Who has the time? Not me.
Okay, please.
I know. All right,
next
guys.
week
Let
we'll-
us know. Let us know what cards you got, which meals you cooked, how
Yes.
your skin's feeling.
Yes,
and,
let us know. And give us
yeah,
more
just-
ideas for the 1 year. We've collected some. I'm enjoying them. I love them. Keep them coming, and we'll let you know what we're going to do for the year celebration.
And listen, at a bare minimum, always respect the fanny pack.
Always respect the fanny pack, you guys.
Yeah, definitely, 100%.
What are we even saying now?
I don't know. Bye. Bye. See you later.